My love story for writing had begun a very long time ago. I think writing and reading go hand in hand. If you are the type of person who loves to read, one of the few remaining people on earth who love to read, and you're most likely to like to write as well. You're most likely to be passionate about writing as well, and maybe you do have this dream of becoming a writer, an author one day. And I personally, I have been journaling since a very very long time, and journaling became so important for me the more I grew up, emerging from adolescence. Even from adolescence, I used to write some secrets in my journal, like all young girls write about their crushes, the fights they have got with their best friends, etc., what they had for lunch or shopping. And then it became more profound and deep and serious as the years passed by. I evolved as a woman, as a human being, as an adult. I started to resort to journaling to for many 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 reasons. When I was happy, I would write. When I was depressed, I would write. When I was heartbroken, I would write. When I was confused, I would write. Whatever was going in my life, I would always write as a daily ritual, almost every day, even if it's just a line. I would also write poetry at some points in my life. When I was going through a heartbreak, at one point I would write poems in Urdu, and then I should probably get back to that. And I always carry a book with me. I normally read anything and everything, but I try to control myself not buy too many books. I always feel like many things that I know are thanks to books. My mind has traveled a lot thanks to books, and the more I read, the more I get ideas. And sometimes I feel like, why I have been thinking about writing a lot lately, because I have also started showing an interest in newspapers. And when I listen to some TV show, any movie, any program that I am watching, I can as if see the script, like I can see the literature that's behind it, all the work behind it. And when I listen, it's like it opens up a lot of doors and ideas in my mind. And I also write because for a very, very simple reason, that I have so much going on inside of me, and that I would love to take it out and write it. Just because I get so much pleasure when reading. Sometimes I'm reading a book and I feel like this author must be knowing exactly what's going on in my mind. Like this could be me, the character, etc. The character seems so real, and you get so drawn to it that you forget it's just a fictional character. So I would like to emulate and copy, not copy, but reproduce that, but be original with my own style. I also love that stream of consciousness technique that by Virginia Woolf, kind of. I haven't really studied her books in literature. I did study literature in my last high school year, but I didn't do a degree in it in English. But that's actually my biggest hope and dream now, and I'm working on it. But sorry for the digression. Just wanted to say that, there reaches a point when you become a bit more clear in your life as to what you want to do, who you want to become, what is your passion. If something is your passion, when you just feel like you can keep doing that forever and ever, and you want it so bad, like you're so desperate to make it come true, to be doing that. And it feels like, just like breathing, like you want it, like you just want oxygen. You cannot live without oxygen. So you have to to work hard. Everything that you do, if you feel like you're feeling blocked or stuck or lazy or just unable to get started, let's say that you want to take a painting or drawing or sewing, or I don't know, making videos on YouTube or cooking. The problem is some people sit back and wait for inspiration to come. You say that you're not getting any ideas, but you have to start writing and inspiration will come. You have to start drawing and inspiration will come. You have to be actively participating in the process and doing, even if it sucks, even if it's bad quality, even if it's failing and it's not working out. But you have to keep on doing, and on and on and on and on. Just the very act of practicing it, repeating it over and over again will unlock some parts of your brain and mind, and inspiration will come, imagination will flow, everything will come. And when I always believe that if you are crazy about a project or a subject, or you're having a degree, or there is some specific goal or dream that you have to be obsessed with it to the point of really breathing it, living it, eating it, and just going exploring all the hooks and corners and sides and possibilities of that thing. And just, inspiration, for example, if you're looking to be a writer, just you just want to write because, and you hope of publishing a book one day, or just making someone read, or just for your personal satisfaction, your inspiration and your ideas and the foundation will not come just from books. When I say that I love books, I truly love books, the hard copy books, and I don't read online normally. For me, reading is mostly enjoying a hard copy, a real book. Having said that, I think you can get ideas from so many things around you. I love to observe people and their behavior and their way of talking and their body language and their appearance, and I record it in my mind as if, and then I write about it. I also love to, when I watch TV, also I listen well, just not watching like empty watching, but I listen, I take notes, and I use that later as a reference. And I also believe that something very important when you're writing doesn't have to feel like, let's say someone is reading your book and it's a non-fiction, it's a fiction book. The reader must not feel like there is someone who is narrating the story, like a teacher in front of the class explaining. Like, you don't have to tell, you have to show. So it must be so natural, it must appear so authentic and spontaneous and real, that as if the writer is missing, as if no one knows someone is actually writing this. When they read, they see the characters are interacting with each other. They must feel like the characters are actually real life people, and they are having a sneak peek in their lives, in their real lives. Just like you are catching a glimpse of your neighbor's window and you see them talking, and it's not like someone is narrating a story to you and telling you that person A is telling person B. So it has to be subtle, and there is a lot of hard work that goes into that, making it seem effortless and real, and not actually someone who is writing it. And also follow your intuition. Like, when you're not satisfied with a plot, you have to keep on, don't just settle. Ask some people for their ideas if they have any, and then just be editing and reviewing and editing it, changing some things, modifying again, till you're finally satisfied that you have given it the best that you can. A major challenge that many writers face, or any person in the creative field face, that you have unlimited options, so you don't know how to narrow it down and create and select only a few elements to create something compelling. So you have all these possibilities and you have to filter and choose. You can't put everything, of course, otherwise it won't make any sense. So that is a challenge that I need to work on. I don't know how to do that, because the thing is, sometimes you also get carried away and you feel like you are just not having any structure. You are not being able to conclude it, and you feel like you're just wasting time writing a lot but not really creating some meaningful end.